Hold on 1 second. I gotta clean my mirror. Perfect. Okay. Okay. All right. I came back for the after show. All right. I'm tired. I ate my soup. It was delicious. It was, I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna hold y'all. It was delicious. Um, um, but I came back 30 minutes early, so leave me alone. Leave me alone. All right. I came back early. Hello, Valencia. If you guys can't see here, only on TikTok, you'll probably see here. But here's Valencia from Super Investors. We love Valencia. She has sponsored our show for 3 weeks in a row. We got love all our sponsors. But shout out to Valencia from Super Investors. I know I sound like a commercial. Shout out to Valencia from Super Investors. We appreciate that. If you're paying attention to that story that I just posted, I've posted part 2, so go check it out. Hello, everybody. Who's all in the building? Yvette, Miss Red Dot, Melanie Lester. Hello, Melanie. April Parker. Gorilla Con. What's up, Taurus season? Where you been? I feel like I ain't seen you in a while. What's up, Clouds? The Smith crew. What's up? K Dub. I am Sharia J. Hello, Mimi Sunshine. Sherry Smith. Hi, you guys. The real Winway. Hey, Renway. How you doing? What's up, Yulia? Yulia. Is it Aspie? Hi, Simone has arrived. What's up, beloved? How you doing? Hello, love, Lise. Hello, Lil D. Oh, everybody in the building. Oh, wow. What we talk about, y'all? Unbothered. What's up, Sobi? What's up, 6'4"? Capri Sun. Hello, Capri. Hello, Ebony, not Ivory. Ebony. I was watching back yesterday's episode and you had made a comment and I stated your name. I said, Ebony, not Ivory. And I was hollering, what's up, Chef Tam? How you doing? How's your vacation? I was thoroughly hollering because your name is just so funny. Ebony, not Ivory. It cracks me up every time. What's up, Blaze 1069.1? Blaze 1069.1 in the building. Is it Kalias Mommy? Hello. Hello, AMC. Wow, everybody in here. Dear Journal, Auntie DTV. Where is Auntie Brenda? We ain't heard from her in a minute. Is it Quiet? I don't know how to pronounce your name. Is it Quit? Can I call you Quit? What's up, Pink Orchid? Monique? September Nomad? I was just watching a live stream on YouSchmoob. YouSchmoob. Yeah. I got you. They're over here in the building too on YouSchmoob. Love you too, Sherry Smith. Love you too. So what we talk about? This is the after show. So there's nothing on. I got nothing on the agenda. I look as frantic as you think I do. I feel frantic. Okay. So there's nothing on the list. Whatever you guys want to talk about, let's talk about. Okay. I'm early. You're late. This is the after show. The normal show is 5 p.m. Pacific. Just catching up. Okay. King Gotti says, my baby mama found out about us. So what should I tell her? Tell her we kissing cousins. Tell her we kissing cousins. GLOJAY, please. Okay, so the situation with GLOJAY, let's talk about that a little bit. So if you don't know who GLOJAY is, let me catch you up to speed. GLOJAY is a content creator here on TikTok who uses his platform to help people in need by starting them GoFundMes and whatever else, right? What have you. Well, what's up, Ken's Closet? What's up, Rich Homie Trina? What's up, Shay? What's up, Bombay Shay? There's 2 Shays, Shay and Bombay Shay. Y'all should just follow each other because your names are so similar. What happened to HP and Mama June? We're gonna get to that in a minute. So GLOJAY was helping a woman. The video went viral, and another woman had stitched GLOJAY's video of giving a single mom with no money some money, stitches the video and states that that woman is actually not homeless, which actually caused her, the homeless woman in need, it caused her to gain a lot of backlash from the situation. And GLOJAY took it upon himself to withhold the money, the remaining money from the GoFundMe from homeless mom. The homeless mom actually proved time and time again that she indeed is homeless and that she could really use that $17,000, you heard that correctly, of money that was raised for her and her 5 children. Now, I went ahead and followed her on TikTok and I requested for her to reach out to me because something is not right in the milk. It doesn't take a nosy bystander or a genius to figure out something with the situation doesn't feel right. Turns out we're correct. So after doing just a little bit of digging, all I had to do was scratch the surface a little bit. I haven't actually gone fully into the story of GLOJAY, but digging into the story a little bit, I was already immediately turned off by the entire situation. One is the negation, right? So when we're talking about negating something, it means something that doesn't exist, right? So in his situation, the negation of an actual 501c3. Now, he might have an application submitted for a 501c3, but my connections over at ProPublica state otherwise. That we have not been able to find his 501c3 at all. The second denotion that, or the negation that concerns me is that his money, according to GLOJAY, which is not alleged, his money is being funneled through this quote unquote manager who takes in the donations. And according to GLOJAY himself, I hope he's watching, it goes into his nonprofit account. I don't know what that means. I'm not entirely sure what that stands for, but I would like to see those bank records. So we're talking about $20,000, $3,500 being given to a homeless mother in need, him keeping the 17th. I'm beyond angry and I'm trying to say this without getting banned. Him keeping the 17,000 remaining $1,000 and then poverty shaming a homeless mother with 5 children because she was not progressing in her life up to his standards. So he has negated to give her the rest of the money that was raised for her, attempting to be the arbiter of who he deems is good enough for fundraising dollars and or efforts. Listen, you think I'm kidding? I'm not kidding you. That's what he said to her. He said, your friend said that you haven't found a job yet and you should, she's staying at some shared living space with her 5 children in one space, a motel. I apologize. Staying in a motel, okay? In a motel. And she's not living up to his standards. She needs to go find a job. Negating the fact that he's holding on to $17,000 of literally her money in order for her to be able to pay for. Who's going to watch her 5 children if she gets a job at this very second without stable housing and stable childcare? Who's going to do that? I don't know what planet GLOJAY lives on. I don't know what childless planet he lives on, but you're not going to just wake up and go get a job and leaving 5 children by themselves in a motel room so you can run the risk of having the state find out and taking your children. Girl, somebody named GLOJAY. Okay, I'm going to say his name one time. Repeat it in the comments if you see other people saying that. So yeah, so I don't know why he's poverty shaming a homeless mom and holding on to her money that was raised for her on her behalf. I don't know, but it's sick. It's fucking disgusting. And don't worry, I'm going to investigate it because something is not right with the situation. So I highly encourage the mom. I reached out to her on TikTok in her comment sections and asked her if she could follow me so I can call her. Because I'll get to the bottom of it. If anybody gonna get to the bottom of this story, it's gonna be me. Because I ain't no way we out here letting grown ass niggas with no kids poverty shame a single mom with no place to go. So we're not doing that. I don't care what year it is. It's 2022. We're supposed to just wash our hands and just no one ask questions about where that money went. Come on. No. So we'll get to the bottom of it here over at the Nosy Bystanders, and we will ask him to account for every dollar and cents. Period. He is not the arbiter of how fundraising works. Fundraising is not a financial scheme, right? If you will, to catapult yourself. That's not what that is. Okay. No, just stop. Just stop with that shit. His nonprofit account. You don't even have a 501c3 that we can see. And don't worry, I checked ProPublica. I didn't see one. If it's under somebody else's name, he better talk quick before the nosy bystanders get on his ass. He better start talking fast. Quickly, GLOJAY, show us the EIN number, show us the 501c3, we'll leave you alone. Okay? Show it to us, because I'm concerned about your fundraising efforts. I'm concerned about your fundraising. Quickly, we're asking quickly, show us the 501c3. Show us at least the application that you applied for one. So that's what we're looking for. That's what we need. We need to see if you are in the process of becoming a 501c3. One, we need to see what exactly you did with that woman's $17,000. And two, we want to know who has made you the arbiter of telling single moms with 5 children how they should live their life to your standards before you can turn over her property. That is for her. And if she had half a mind, she would take it to court, but she doesn't have the money to do that. So that's what we're doing here, right? Because we can't have that. We can't have that. We cannot have that. 17,000. Yes, that's right, Rebecca. $17,000. Okay. So we just can't have that. We can't have people on here just saying what they can and can't do. So we'll stay on his neck until we get some receipts. That's all. We'll just stay on his neck till we get some receipts, because it's the math ain't mathing. The math is not mathing. The math is not, absolutely, unequivocally not mathing. If you just joined us, we're talking about the GLOJAYS situation, about a single mom who's homeless, who had $20,000 raised on her behalf, and he didn't turn the money over to her, at least all of it. Look up the situation. He goes by the name of GLOJAY. Please, again, do not ask in the comment section who he is. He's a larger content creator on here. You can simply just type his name into TikTok and return back to the live. Okay, got it. So we're talking about now currently, he stated that he had a 501c3. I haven't found it. I'm sure if he's got an application out there, he wouldn't mind turning it over so I can see it. And the second thing is, he stated to the mom that she wasn't living up to his standards. And so until she gets her life in order, he will then in turn give her the money. If not, he will give it to someone else who needs it. It's not for someone else who needs it. It's her money. It was raised for her on her behalf. You cannot tell her that she's not doing what you want her to do. And so in turn, you can't give her the money that was raised for her efforts, or her likeness and image was used to raise that money. So her likeness and image should be turned over to her, right? So he's got a little bit of time. I'm gonna wait to reach out to her. I want to get a full interview with her completely. I would just like to get a full interview, sit down, talk to her exactly how she met these cast of characters. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna just sit down, see if I can figure out what the story is, and see if she can turn over everything, all her communication with him, because I want to start from the beginning. So let me see, how did you meet him? How did he find you? And what did he promise you? And what did he give you? So those are the main questions that I have for her. So hopefully, fingers crossed, if you see her on TikTok, she goes by the name of Sharita Thompson. Sharita Thompson is her name. Sharita Thompson. I think that's her TikTok handle as well. If you come across her videos, just make sure you tag me or in the Nosy Bystanders in her comment section, so we can get her attention, because the goal is to get her attention. Hold on, let me get to some of your questions. Jason Finch said, I still listen to R. Kelly's music. Good for you. So this is from Foxtail, says, yes, put him on blast. At least I just want to get to the truth. That's all. I don't care. To me, it's not anything other than I'm going to turn the money over to her is not an excuse for me. I don't care about her finding a job. That's not up for him to decide. I don't care about him saying, I don't like her living conditions. I don't care about none of that. If he ever gives me the opportunity to talk to him, he better come up with something more principled then, well, I just didn't like the fact that she's not finding a job. Listen, anything other than that, I'm not hearing it. I'm not hearing it unless I'm not hearing it. I don't care if he says she spent it all on crack. That's not your business. That's her business. Okay. If that's how she wants to squander the money that was raised for her, that's her business. That has nothing to do with him, period. I don't care if she was at the strip club and spending it on scratch off tickets. That's her money. And it is up to her to decide what to do with it, period. It is not up to him. He is not the steward of someone else's money. That's the problem. These people use people's private situations to capitalize off of that, right? Like in turn, she gets the money, he gets the notoriety on TikTok. And then they start to become these like wizards, like, oh, well, as long as I say it goes, it goes. Who are you? You're not anything. I don't care. So ethically, it doesn't matter what she wanted to do with that money. She could have said, I just want to spend it on one nice vacation for my kids in Disney. If she wants to spend $17,000 to go to Disney and come back to a motel, that's her business. Her business, not his business. Okay? So I'll please, if you see her content again, if it comes up on your For You page, she goes by the name of Sharita Thompson here on TikTok, one word. I think it's Sharita Thompson 48 something. I can't remember. But if you see her, just tag me in her comment section. I'm trying to get her attention so I can send her my phone number. Hold on one second, you guys. Yeah, so that's what what's the word I'm looking for? That's what we need to do. Someone just said she was a scammer and not homeless. She is homeless. You need to go I would highly encourage you to go to her page. Go to her page now. Go to her page. She's homeless, you guys. She's living in a motel. When we think of homeless, we always think without a roof. But when you have to start to redefine houseless or houselessness, right? Think of it in that sense. Her home is temporary, but until she is able to access the money that is hers, she will remain houseless. Okay, she will remain houseless. So that's the issue. She's literally homeless. Like living in a motel is not a home, right? Why did her friend find out? Now, according to Sharita, she was friends with that woman 4 years ago. The woman who basically said she's not homeless. She said, and she was honest about it. She said, I was friends with her 4 years ago. We got into an altercation and we got into a fight at my house 4 years ago. She said, I do not live at that house because I lost that house. And she said, I have not spoken to that woman in years. So that woman might still be thinking I live at that residency and I don't. So that's why that woman deserves no shade to that woman, but she can go to hell because now you've thrown a monkey wrench in a woman's life. It's a life or death situation when you may not know where your children are staying. You don't know, you don't have the next meal for them, whoop de whoop. So like, why would you do something like that? Because you just don't like her. Ma'am, it's been 4 years. You understand what I mean? Like, talk about a hater. I mean, let's just break that down for a minute. A woman that you got into an altercation with 4 years ago is now homeless. And the best you got is to throw a monkey wrench in her efforts to fundraise. Still hating. I was just in my head, I was thinking, girl, you ain't got nothing better to do. How you hating on the homeless? How you hating the homeless? Her life must be immensely miserable. Immensely. Housing insecurity. I just learned that phrase. Yes, housing insecurity. That means you have a home, but you are at risk of losing it. So there's a difference than homelessness. Is that bonsai? I couldn't see. Oh, is that bonsai? You said, okay, I never knew the homeless lady's name. Her name is Sharita. I believe it's Sharita or Shatara. I can't, please don't quote me on it. I didn't know he even made that much off her. He did. People are evil, but she's still in Georgia. She is. What's up, Ebony No Ivory says she mad because she didn't get that money. Yeah. Oh, the friend, the hater lady. Yeah, she is. Let me see. Are you on lean? What does that mean? NH8 Corp is registered in Brookhaven. Are you on Leam? Oh, no, I'm not. Just YouTube and TikTok. Taurus season says, especially if she has kids, like what about the babies? You know how much of a monster you would have to be to text a woman who you fundraise efforts for and tell her, I'm not giving you the money? Monster. Bible says, don't hate on the poor. Please don't. Miss Stacy, hello, says, plus other funds from Cash App that were sent to him for her. She gave her $3,500. What's $3,500 gonna do for 6 people? It's only gonna last you but so long. It's not even you guys, $3,500 is literally not even enough to pay rent and deposit for an apartment. So even giving her $3,500, what was that gonna do? It wasn't gonna do shit. You know what I mean? It's not gonna do anything. That's not even rent and deposit. It's one thing if you say, okay, here's 10 racks. He gave her pennies. Now I know your name is not Cora. Don't steal me, baby. Y'all need to stop. Y'all need to stop. This is from the Diva Dolly says, I just joined. What's the conversation about? By the way, I love your videos. Oh, hello, Diva. Oh, we're talking about a content. She's not a content creator, but she's on TikTok who goes by the name of Sharita Thompson, who basically her likeness and imagery for being a homeless woman. Another larger content creator used her likeness to help her fundraise for money for her and her 5 kids, and then he didn't give it to her. But this happens a lot on TikTok, apparently. Like, I guess that's a thing. I guess that's a thing on TikTok that like people will use their platform to help people fundraise money and then never give it to them. That's a thing on here, apparently. I didn't know that. So this is what he does. Apparently, I never heard of him until I heard her story. One of my mutuals who has over 1 million followers got me onto this story. So I was like, what's going on? And so they got me on. I ain't even heard of him or her. I just found her. She posted the messages talking about a lot of her videos are muted. So if you guys can, if you find her, can someone, hold on, let me see. I don't have access to Q&A, but can someone post her name in the comments? I can't pin comments because they took my Q&A away. Go figure. But can someone put her name in the comment section? And, you know, how do you spell her name? I don't know. I'm sorry. I was hoping someone would put it in the comment section. So if you go to her page, yeah, there it is. The Real Renway posted it. If you guys can see, Sharita Thomas 498. Hold on. I'm gonna put it over here on YouTube too. Hold on one second. Because I can't pin comments. SHARRITHOMAS. That's her TikTok. If you see her on TikTok and you just tag the Nosy Bites, just tag me. And so she can get my tip like, hey, she's really trying to reach out to you. She wants to cover your story. So just spam it. Okay. Oh, I spelled it wrong. SHARITHOMAS 498. Who is this? Joseph's editorial services says, any updates on the chorus? Yeah, I posted part 13. I don't know if you caught it, but catch part 13. It's up now. What are we talking about? Y'all, it's a long story. It's in the comments, y'all. We're talking about a content creator who basically stole $17,000 from another homeless lady. That's it. No, it's Sharita Thomas. Screenshot it, everyone, please, for love of God. I'm spelling it all wrong. It's this one. Hold on. Let me delete my comment. It's the comment right there. I'm talking to YouTube. It's the comment right there. The 13 was juicy. Rosebud loves. Yeah, 13 was juicy. $30,000 and more from Cash App. Okay, Pia, I'll check it out. What's up, Miss K Jules? How are you? Hello, Anita. Yeah, I'm just so sick of people like that. Like, you know, GlowJ, the content creator we're discussing, he needs to come forward. I need to see. As soon as I saw your page, I remembered. Just Marley, remembered what? Oh, as soon as I saw her page, I remember. Okay, not Portia, who also left Georgia. She has 4 kids stolen. Who's Portia? Another Stephanie Hall quotable. Quote what? What'd I say? Natalie, hello. How are you? What'd I say? I didn't say nothing exciting. Okay, I almost caught up now. He's guilty. Snatch people's money. Who? Oh, him. Portia Nunya. Portia Nunya. Who's Portia Nunya? Hold on. Who's that? Not Portia who left Georgia. She has 4 kids stolen also. Who is that? I've never heard of this Portia Nunya. Like, can I Google her? I've never heard of her. Hold on, let me go to TikTok. Is it one word, Portia Nunya? Who is she? What does she do? I've seen her videos before. Portia Nunya. She was homeless for a little bit, right? Yes, she's homeless and okay, I've seen her videos before. Um, Smash that like button on YouTube. Y'all so ghetto and lazy. Love y'all. Um, Queenan says, I just sent her a message in her Q&A to look up your page and get to you. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. All right, let me find out. Okay, yeah, I've seen Portia before. I guess the last live video I saw of Portia Nunya, she said her friend had stole some money, a bunch of money from her. What was that about? What's up, Flawless? How you doing? What was that about? Does anybody know that story? I guess her friend had stole some money from her. Could somebody catch me up to speed? Catch me up to speed. Maybe I should pop up the Leam app so I can get some co-hosts in here because y'all be knowing the tea. I don't be knowing all the tea. I'm gonna launch I'm gonna launch the Nosy Bystanders live on the Leam app, and then I'm gonna share it. How do I do that? Hold on 1 second, y'all. Hold on. So I can hear. So I'm gonna share it here. Shared it on YouTube. So if you guys, you guys just click that link right there in the comments on YouTube, and you can jump on here because y'all be knowing the stories now. I wish I could share it here on TikTok. Could I? I don't know if TikTok lets me share links. Can I share a link? Hold on. Bonsai, I'm gonna send it to you. I'm gonna send you. Now my mom knowing about the scammer. Okay, thanks, mom. Okay. Bonsai, okay, I just sent it. It's in the group chat. Can you what's up, Janelle? What's up, Bougie? Okay. Somebody Jason Fitch said with going to have to get Randy for Rashana, LaFair, and Sparkle. I don't know what that means. Diva Doll says, is the Jake's 13 on YouTube or TikTok? Both places. Both places. It's on YouTube and TikTok. You guys are so quiet here on YouTube. It's that YouTube 5 o'clock crowd that be going ham. There you go. Where is it? Did it let you share the link in the live video? I don't see it. I don't know if TikTok lets you share links. I just want to see if it could work. You said there you go, but it was blank. I just messaged Portia telling her to befriend you. Who's Portia? Okay. What's her story? He said they were asking if you were on Leam. I am, like the homemade cocktail. I'm confused. Leam, LEAM is a, what's up, Danica? Is a app where co-hosts join the live so we can hear from them. That's what it is. It's not the drink. I saw lots of tags on the girls' videos. Okay, good. What's up, Capri Sun? You said yes. Y'all wrong for that. Oh, you said the girl we're talking about. Well, that's the girl we're talking about. Oh, I'm talking about Sharita. I'm not talking about Portia. Oh, got you. Housing prices in Georgia doubled in the past 2 years, so the state is slow to catch the increase. A man stole $17,000 from Portia and her Cash App. Who stole $17,000? 17. How do you have $17,000 in your Cash App? How do you steal? Thoughts on Creflo Dollar? I don't really know much. I went from Leam to TikTok. Oh, hold on one second. Let me pull up the Leam app. Oh, here you guys are. So what? Somebody stole 17,000. Oh, here's Bonsai. Somebody stole $17,000 from this woman. That's crazy. From her, Portia Williams. I don't know what her last name. She goes by Portia Nunya on TikTok. Why does she have $17,000 in Cash App? She couldn't have. Maybe she doesn't have a bank account. A lot of people were donating. Oh, and she was just holding on to it. What happened though? Do you know
and
about
Cash
this?
App doesn't let you take out a certain amount.
But do you know about this Portia Nunez situation about her having? I heard her money. I watched a live video of someone. She said someone stole her money, but I didn't. People were asking in the comments who, and what's the story, and she didn't get to it, so I just left.
No, I heard that someone stole her money, but then, like, she's not the only person. And I'm sorry about the noise, y'all. She's not the only person. The only tidbit I have about these people in Georgia saying that they're homeless, saying that they had Section 8 is Portia is not the only person that came across my FYP, and I don't know her from a can of paint.
Mm-hmm.
She's not the only person that came across my FYP that has a Section 8 voucher that ported out, because that's the terminology they use, that ported out to Georgia. So from another state to Georgia, and under the assumption that they had housing. They get there and all of a sudden the housing isn't there. They're in shelters. They use up all of their extensions and they lose their vouchers.
Got you.
I've heard that story like 4 times from 4 different women saying they ported into Georgia and now they've lost their vouchers. Actually, another lady was in South Carolina, lost their vouchers completely.
Yeah, because you can only get so many extensions.
Yeah, but my thing is, like, why is that the case when you know that they move from one state to another? You know that we're in a housing crisis and you need the documentation to know that they're researching for housing. So I know this doesn't have anything to do with them being scammed, but I think the situation is when people are punching down on these women when they're like, I'm homeless, I need money, I need donations, yada, yada, yada. People are skeptical, right? And then people come out saying, oh, no, they're not homeless. No, they are homeless. They don't have nowhere to go. Yeah. They staying in shelters or they living with friends. Like, and I don't know any woman that would take their baby outside and sit. And this, the reason why I'm saying this is because that lady in that video was the man that when I came to the live, y'all said they would say he was scamming, allegedly, right?
Who? What man? Can you be more specific?
GLOJAYS.
Okay.
The boy GLOJAYS. They said he was scamming. The lady that he approached with the little baby, I saw her, another lady come across my FYP saying that that lady was scamming. Said that she knew the lady, said that the lady used to have homeless clothes and take her kids outside just to scam and take money from people. But the situation now is that she doesn't have housing. She's in between housing. She lost out on her vouchers. So it's like, which one is it? You know?
Yeah.
So that's what I gotta say about
Now, who else jumped on stage? I thought somebody else was on stage. Pia. Now, according to my mama, because you know my mama knows you too. Now, this is what my mama said. Okay, don't come for my mom. Obviously, I'm not gonna tell you what her TikTok handle is because there's Looney Tunes on this app. But my mom says, "I'll tell you about it in an email." Mom, come on, and mom about no fucking email. My mom said the scammer who has a warrant for her arrest for getting unemployment during PUA. Is that true? Is that true? Was she getting unemployment during?
Is that the lady Portia that your mom saying got unemployment during PUA?
Mom, if you watching, is that Portia?
Or just drop the name in the comments so we can look.
No, I don't want my mom commenting in the comments because there's Looney Tunes on this app. I don't want y'all knowing who my mom is.
Tell her to text you.
She's texting me now. What's PUA? Protection something during during the pandemic with the PPPs and the PUA.
Pandemic unemployment.
Yeah, pandemic unemployment.
Yes, pandemic unemployment. They was giving out big bread. I haven't heard of nobody getting prosecuted for that.
My mom, she's retired, so she ain't doing nothing but sitting around reading tea all day. She said they kicked her out of a homeless shelter because she and her husband didn't comply to the rules. That's what my mom said. She did have a warrant, but she went back to take care of it. Got you. Okay, so mom, if you're listening, that's her. Okay, my mom said that is her. Okay, mom, I guess you watching and texting. Okay. Oh wow. So that's the tea, huh? Because she and her husband, her name is not on the PPP list. You can go for one. Oh, got you. Not mama with the tea, child. She caught me up to speed because I don't know what the hell's going on. The girl be on TikTok every day asking, I hate the word begging, and very disrespectful. Socialite Simone, what's up, Socialite? Says, looks like we'll have to put mom on payroll. They're prosecuting people in Georgia for that. Oh, I see. Ooh wee.
And yes, Portia is the same lady I'm talking about. I'm sorry to cut you off, Stephanie. Portia is the same lady I'm talking about, and she does have a husband. She ported down to Georgia from some other state, and when she got here, the house that they were supposed to move into was not available, and she got stuck in a shelter. And she is on live every day, and she do be asking for money. She do be crying, but it do seem a tad bit aggressive, like aggressive panhandling, because I don't think it was you, but it was a Caucasian lady that was on TikTok saying basically like people were giving her money here and there. She was like, "That's not enough money."
They call her. They call. Okay, so you guys, if you can't hear Bonsai with her loud rinsing of the sink in the background, she's talking about a white content creator who's disabled. I don't know what her real name is. She's actually my mutual. I found out they call her Crumbs. That's her nickname on TikTok, and she was talking about how people who donate to her, who give her, I think she said somewhere around $300, those are crumbs, and that she can't do nothing with it basically. So keep it. If you're not dropping a few racks, get out of her face. I guess I think that's the premise behind it. I was like, listen, right messaging, wrong delivery. Okay. Right messaging, wrong delivery. Okay. Girl, bye. What's up, June? Girl, bye. So I was like, right messaging, wrong delivery. Okay. You can't. What's her at? I don't remember. She's a white lady. I don't remember.
Go find it. Hold on. Give me a second.
Let Bonsai go get it. I cannot remember what her name is. I couldn't tell you, child.
Girls, what's her at?
Who?
Portia. That's who y'all talking. Who was talking about?
No, we're talking about a white lady. She goes by the, I don't know what her name is on TikTok, but they call her Crumbs, honey, because she called somebody giving her $300 crumbs. So that's her nickname. That's the only thing I know her by. Giving white lady Umar vibes. Yes. Yes. Sagittarius Too Real says, when Terrence was homeless, people help him and he's 24 and nobody speaks on that. Who's Terrence? We don't claim her. Minnesota Mandy said we don't claim her. Be More, what's up? Another Steph Hall quotable. Man, Be More, get out of here. I'm sorry. What's up, Pia? How you doing?
I'm good. So I got on because the boy GLOJAYS.
Yes.
He do have a nonprofit. He filed it on May the 3rd. It's called NHA Corp. It's in Brookhaven. Filed in Brookhaven, Georgia. It's filed to his personal address because I looked up the address and it goes to an apartment in Brookhaven, Georgia. And then he has
it's a 501c3.
GoFundMe.
I'm sorry. Is it a 501c3 or is it a S corporation?
It's I found it on Wikipedia. Hold on, let me go back and see. Yep, it says it's a domestic nonprofit corporation, but
no, that's not.
Yeah,
that's filed through the hold on. That's filed through the Secretary of State. That's a business that's classified as a nonprofit. That's not a 501c3 that is verified through the federal government, right? Which gives you your tax exemption. So there's a difference. So you can start a business and say, oh, this business is a nonprofit. Okay. Doesn't necessarily give you the nonprofit status nor that specific EIN number. It's just simply how you classified your business. But it's not verified through the federal government, which gives you that overarching federal, it's like the gold standard, a 501c3. So no, he does not have a nonprofit. He has a nonprofit business. He doesn't have a nonprofit through the federal government. So I do want to make sure we clarify that so we don't get that confused.
I found the Caucasian lady. Y'all let me know where y'all ready.
Hold on, Bonsai. I want to hear from Pia. So he started that on May 4th. Is that correct?
It says May 3rd, 2022. Yeah.
May 3rd. Got you. Okay, thank you. Hello, Black Girl Tragic. May 3rd, 2022. And then what was the other portion you were going to add in there?
Oh, so he made another GoFundMe, but he used the NHA instead of using his regular name. Like, you know how it says like GoFundMe being like Justin Keith or whatever?
Yes.
But he used the NHA instead of the Justin Keith, I guess, so people probably wouldn't be able to find it or something if they just like tried to look it up, you know, aside from clicking the link that was in his bio.
Yeah. Interesting. Well, I appreciate if you can send that to me. It's Stephanie@NosyBystanders.com. That's the email. If you could send that to me, I'd be greatly appreciative of that. Even just that alone is just enough to like start digging, you know, but I appreciate that scammer. No, you guys. 501c3s. I saw that in the comments. Someone said they're easy to apply for. It depends if you have the right parameters. Now, my sister has a 501c3, and I know she went through a lot of hoops and hurdles. Her application would get drawn back, and then they tell her to correct this, and then she send it back, and then she corrected, and then they send it back. So it's a timely process. So it's not, it seems easy on paper, but she paid a pretty penny for it. And so, but it does take time. I want to say it took her anywhere between 6 months to a year to have it completely done and approved by the federal government. So it's not as easy as it seems, but you can apply for it and the process is there. Okay. We needed lawyers for 501c3. Yeah, my sister went through LegalZoom and I can't remember, don't quote me on it, but I want to say she paid anywhere between $1,000 and $2,500. So through LegalZoom, you can go through LegalZoom. It's going to cost you the same amount if you just got an attorney yourself. So if you're trying to start a nonprofit, go to LegalZoom. So thank you very much, Pia. Now, what was that lady's name? Nosy Bystander, Bonsai.
What's her name? Her name is Gabby Marie 2244.
Okay, Gabby Crumbs. Crumbs is like, okay, Gabby Marie.
Gabby with 2 B's. I put it in the chat.
Okay.
But y'all know, on to the nonprofit business. And Stephanie, I know you know this. But everybody that can hear me, listen to me clearly. The federal government will give you money for any freaking thing if your paperwork is correct. The fact that this young man has a track record, or he records himself giving homeless people money.
Mm-hmm.
If he really wanted to be a good guy and help homeless people, and he started a charity, a non-for-profit, with a proper 501c, he could get grant money from the government to assist these people. He do not have to beg. He does not have to ask people online for money.
Yeah.
Like, he doesn't have to do that.
Yeah, I agree. I 100% unequivocally agree with that one. You don't have to, as they say, crowdsource, your audience to help people out, which there's nothing wrong with that. Don't get me wrong. There's nothing wrong. I do it for the Nosy Bystanders, right? I crowdsource, but you get something in turn, right? Like you register here as a Nosy Bystander, you get a free t-shirt, right? Coming soon. Give me some time. Okay. And then you buy merch, you get merch, but then the proceeds go to me and it helps keep the Nosy Bystanders afloat, or you pay for ad space, or you become a sponsor, but you still get merch, right? So there's a way to crowdsource to maintain a platform. Now, I'm not doing it boneless, right? If you will. I'm not doing it boneless where I'm just straight up just asking you to just supplement my lifestyle. Or my rent or anything else like that. If I need help, I'll figure it out, right? So, and there's nothing wrong with that. I don't want to say, I don't want to shame people for crowdsourcing for help. I'm not going to be like, oh, you're able-bodied, you can do it, because you don't know. You could be able-bodied, but your mental state could be totally gone, and so you are not in the mental capacity to be out here working. Please don't be. Mm-hmm. No shade to people in the mental health community, but if you feel like you got a mental health deficiency, a mental health issue, or a mental health something, please don't be at Burger King. I don't need you there. I like Burger King just the way it is. I don't need crazy people snapping on me because I asked for my fries with no salt. So I would prefer you to crowdfund than be somewhere where I don't need you to at bothering me. Okay. Because when people be having like mental breakdowns, they take it out on their coworkers, take it out on customers. I rather you just be at home. Okay. That's just my take on it. But I'm not, so I don't want to shame people who crowdsource because they need help, but there's a way to going about it. And Crumbs, which we'll call her here for short, Crumbs, right messaging, right, wrong, terribly wrong delivery, so bad. Steph with Neff says, I take mental health days so I don't have to break down, which I agree. You should take mental health days so you don't have to break down. You should. Let me go over here on YouTube. Let me see what they got to say. Someone says, Dear Journal, you be dropping some knowledge in this tea. I be trying to, Dear Journal. She's just radiant, says, okay, I'm here for a live. That's right. She's radiant. And then she's radiant. I'm sorry. Alexandra T says, meanwhile, thieves are seeking to make a quick buck off the misery of the glades. What's the glades? I think we lost Pia. Hold on. Let me see if we can get her back. Hold on. Sometimes this app doesn't want to work with me. It won't show me my full audience, so I can't see. Socialite Simone says, I like to spiral in the privacy and peace of my own home. Girl, not the spiral. Not the spiral. Yes, please spiral in the comfort of your own home. He said, what about OMG Terrence guy? Who is that? OMG Terrence.
That's the skinny boy.
Is he young, old?
He's younger, like caramel complected. He was homeless for a while and people assisted him with getting money and he got a house. But from what I understand, people were saying that he squandered the money or something like that. I don't know.
Oh, well.
It was like when I first got on TikTok, he just became he just got housed. Like they just assisted him with housing.
Yeah.
And I don't want nobody to get me wrong either. I don't think there's nothing wrong with asking people for help. Like I would never judge nobody for that, especially like a woman with kids. But I don't know. I just know that when I'm down on my luck and I'm out, I know that people giving me money, even though that's what I need, I know it's truly not going to help me because I need something else. Like, I don't need you to give me the fish. I need you to teach me how to fish. You see what I'm saying? But And I don't know if that's me begging or being shysty. I don't know, but I just rather you teach me how to fish than give me the fish. Like, and it's not being funny. And plus, my 5 fingers work.
Yeah.
And I will feed my kids, you know? Like, I don't know. It's complicated, Stephanie. And I just be feeling like an evil person when I be scrolling past them crying when they be like asking for money and stuff. But it's like, how do you decipher the people that just post up their Cash App because they all here talking bullshit, and people that post up their Cash App because they're really like down and out and need help?
Well, it's the economy of it, right? So if you need it, I feel like I get, like, I'm not out here flexing on nobody, but when I see people who look like they're in distress and they need it, I just send it. I don't got to tell y'all that I send people money on Cash App. Like, that's like something that I do, but I do it. And I just feel like money, fuck money. Okay? Like, it's not everything, and I'm not going to sit here and live my life trying to devote some sort of cosmic understanding of money. If I got it and I can give it, I'm going to give it. It'll probably come back. It may not. Who knows? Okay. But I feel like if I'm in a position to help someone, I'm just going to help them. Once I give it to you, it is not my duty to determine what you do with it. I have given it to you. If you wanted to take it and snort some booger sugar with it, that's not my business. I simply felt drawn to your post. I gave. The end. You and our relationship was transactional. I got what I got out of it, right? Like, I saw the emotional labor you put into making that video. I gave. The end. The transaction is closed. We put way too much of this denotion on who's worthy of the dollar, who deserves to get it. Do you deserve it? Yeah, we thinking way too much. It's fucking money. Okay. Now, I try not to think like that. I just try to add a human level to it. Like, if I got it and I can give it, there you go. If I don't got it, I don't got it, and maybe the next time your video comes up, I got it. And if I got it, I'll give it. That's just how I look at it. I don't try to add any more cosmic thinking to fucking money. Money is whatever you want to call it. People say it's real, it's not real, it's fake. Who cares? Okay. I'm not going to sit here and spend the rest of my life trying to understand the parameters of money. If you got it, give it. That's it. If you don't got it, don't give it. If you don't got it to give, keep it. But let me, before anybody says anything else, so I had to pause the comments. So here on TikTok, so I paused the comments. I have not seen any of the comments. They're going, but they're not moving. Somebody by the name of J to the L says, and I quote, J to the L says, the piece that comes with a isolated unwitnessed spiral, and then adds a little star. That fucking comment sent me, so I had to stop right here so I could read it, because shit, I was Bonsai, I was listening to you, honey, but I was like cracking up internally. Listen, the piece that comes with an isolated breakdown, child, unmatched. So if you're out here, J to the L, thank you for the comment. It's cracking me up. Okay, I see Sassy Smith. Sassy, you're up. Hello, Sassy.
That was a great comment.
I
totally agree with you.
I should scroll back and screenshot it, because I feel like I'm gonna need that one day. So I'm gonna have to scroll up. Hello, Sassy, how are you?
Hey, what's up, Nosies?
What's up, Nosy?
So I don't know if you guys can hear my fan, but sorry, it's hot in here.
It's okay. We cannot know.
Oh, good. So I just wanted to touch on, like, first of all, I don't know how so many people are so busy being nosy, but like in a different way. There's a we're nosy, but it's in a different way.
Yeah.
Who are we to judge what's going on in this lady's life?
Which lady? Like, all the ladies we discussed this evening?
Oh yeah, pretty much. But I'm talking about the main lady. What's her name? Is it Tasha? Is that her real name? I don't know what her real name is. I just went and looked at her TikTok from him making it from the first time that he saw her, like, sitting outside. And
okay,
when I was looking through the comments, there's so many people worried about if she's lying about. Okay, you guys are so worried about if she's lying about being homeless. Why are we not worried about all these people who donated this money to help this lady. You know what I mean? Either he needs to do the right thing or these people just need to dispute the charges. Because at the end of the day, like, if you're saying that you're going to do something to help someone, then do that. Like, I stopped watching his videos when he went from, just interviewing homeless people to all of a sudden he was doing these pranks. And I was like, what happened to it? He no longer seemed genuine to me.
Yeah.
So, like, I'm the type of person, like, when I get a vibe from somebody, I was just like, I unfollowed him then.
Yeah.
I didn't even know about any of this until you brought it up. But I just think that we're so fascinated with social media and being so involved in other people's lives, and then everybody starts speaking on stuff. And at the end of the day, it's none of our business. What if someone's going through something? They're going through something. It's probably hard enough for them to turn the damn camera on and say what they're going through in their life, and now there's all these people attacking her.
Yeah.
And I think it's extremely sad, because at the end of the day, now people are judging her. Oh, now you're being greedy. Oh, he gave you this, he gave you that.
Gave you?
Right. Like, at the end of the day, like, how is she supposed to work and she has all these children? Like, nobody knows the real truth but her.
Yeah, gave you. Yeah, I've seen the comments. I've read the comments. Listen, I could not agree with you more, Sassy. Stay. Make sure you stay on the stage. But I could not agree with you more. Like, what kind of ghetto mess is this, where we are out here telling people this is what I gave you, be happy with it? I would have said, nigga, listen, the blood in my body would have been boiling. So for anybody who just joined us, we're talking about a content creator by the name of GLOJAYS, who was withholding $17,000 from a homeless woman who he fundraised for, because according to him, she's not doing enough in her life for him to give her the money. So until she gets her life to the standards that he agrees to, then he'll turn around and give her the $17,000, which includes trying to find a job while living in a motel with 5 kids. Give me a break. What's up, Shauna?
Girl, this is a hot mess. First of all, I think that money's gone. He probably spent it on some stupid sneakers or something like something ridiculous. He raised that money and he set up that GoFundMe to get money for her. All that money, he shouldn't have given her $3,500. He just should have given her all the money that he raised for her, because that was the intent of the money.
Yeah.
You can't pocket watch and try to figure out somebody else's situation. You're supposed to be so altruistic. And that video of her sitting outside did seem a little bit staged.
She said it was staged. Now, according to her, she said he made her reshoot that scene a couple of times.
Yeah, so that's staged. Like that seemed a little bit too staged for me. And I get it. Like, you're trying to elicit some type of emotion so that more people will donate. But okay, you got the money, give it to her. She will never, you raise money for somebody, you're just supposed to say, you know what, here you go, do with it what you will. And her whole thing was in one of her videos, she's saying that she wasn't even asking for 20,000. She said 10,000 would have set her up perfectly, so that it would allow her to go get a job and have a solid place to land.
Yeah.
He just seems a little too shady now, because how are you going to have a business that you're saying is a non-for-profit, but I don't think you really are.
Yeah.
You're just a business taking in some money, you're taking in thousands and giving out a couple hundred. It makes you look like you're altruistic and good, but if you've got 5 or 6 GoFundMe set up and they're all going to your personal account, and you're not giving out the thousands, you're just giving a couple hundred here and there, then what really are you doing?
Well, you know what? Somebody asked, can't GoFundMe go after him for the money? Not if the campaign is closed. So once the campaign closes and the money has been withdrawn, GoFundMe takes their cut. They don't go after you after the fact. GoFundMe can do like a stop injunction while the GoFundMe is still active. But once the campaign's closed, the money has been withdrawn, GoFundMe takes their percentage. They pay out the percentage to the campaign organizer. That's it.
I thought that, like, with that other situation here in Philly, I thought that's what they did, even though the campaign was over, because so many people contacted GoFundMe because they were just like, they were scammed. Because the white couple
could be, if there's enough uproar, then yes, but it doesn't seem like the woman Sharita has the numbers on her side to get GoFundMe to reinvestigate it. Also, too, even if I were to investigate it, I have no idea what the name of that campaign was and who's the party organizer for it. So even if I were to email GoFundMe like, hey, can you launch an investigation on this campaign? The first thing they're going to ask me is who organized it? No idea. No idea. No, I couldn't even, didn't even know where to begin. Okay. So yeah, I'm sure that they could reopen it. I didn't know that they could reopen it, but I had no idea. Definitely scammer vibes. Yeah. Definitely scammer vibes indeed. This is from Purple Pumpkin Hoodoo. Says, I've been in a hotel with my 6 for 2 weeks and spent $2,000 on food alone. $3,500 ain't nothing. Imagine for 5 kids.
Exactly. Yeah. So that money, I think, is gone. I think he probably spent on something else. That's why he can't give it to her.
Exactly. And everybody is going through something. Everybody right now is going through something.
Yeah.
When I started reading everything, the first thing that came to my mind is how evil people are, and CPS and other things getting involved. It's just very scary to me. You know what I mean?
That's so CPS, man. The people out here weaponizing CPS, y'all going to hell.
Exactly. These people, like, and especially when we, like I said, we are only seeing what, 3 minutes clips or 2 minutes or 30-second clips. We really don't know what's going on in someone's life. So why are you being so busy trying to dissect or she's lying or this is going on or that's going on, or why are you worried about it? You don't know what happened in this lady's life to get her to where she is right now. If anything, send a prayer or send $1 or shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah. That's why that's probably the main reason, and I'm going to cut you off, but that's the main reason why I wanted to get into this case, because something about it just didn't sit right within me. Flawless said, oh my God, I love his videos. Yeah, I never heard of him, not going to lie, but I like those kind of feel good puff pieces where people are out there helping the homeless, right? They walk up to them, ask them a random question, and hand them $1,000. I like those stories, right? Okay, yeah, sue me.
When he first started out, he was just interviewing homeless people,
right?
And the homeless person was having it seemed like a genuine or a sweet story.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, he turned his vibe around and started doing this and started doing that. But the other reason why I had my hand up, the reason why, when she was asking about the GoFundMe. So you guys, I live in Orlando. You guys remember the kid who that passed away on the ride?
Yeah.
There was a lady that came out the whole time she was lying. She lied.
That was a cousin.
Yes, she lied and said that she was his cousin, and she was doing all these efforts or this, that, or the other. Come to find out, I guess she did the same thing. I think she opened a GoFundMe or she did something. So I don't know if it was closed. I don't know the whole backstory because I just saw a brief clip and I was just so flabbergasted.
Right.
But I do believe that there is a way that they can investigate it.
So that's, let me get to the point. So that's what I wanted to discuss. Trying to see reopening it. We are not going to be able to do that unless I can find some screenshots from that campaign to see who the campaign organizer is.
I think I've just seen one. I'll send it to you on Twitter. I think I just seen one either on his page or on her page or someone else's page that was posted.
Okay.
I'll see if I can find it again. I'll screenshot it and I'll send it to you on Twitter like I did the other thing.
Okay. So what I'll do is I will look into it. But before we continue, let me just tell the people who just joined us what we're discussing. So we're talking about a woman named Sharita Thomas, 468, who was approached by the content creator by the name of GLOJAYS. Him and her together raised $20,000 because she's a homeless mom. Somebody had stitched her video, claimed that she was not homeless, which caused kind of a spiral in her campaign to be able to get her children out of her motel. According to Sharita, GLOJAYS stated, I gave you $3,500. I basically don't like the way that you're living and that you haven't been able to find a job. And so until you change in his eyes, I'll give you the money. So the issue is it's not up for him to decide if she's going to be able to get her money. Okay. She just so happened to be unlucky enough to have this guy, basically the steward of her money. So that's her only downfall, is the fact that he's in charge of it. The second thing about it is that she is indeed homeless. She's living in a motel. She's homeless. And that woman, I'm trying not to swear or call her out of her name, that woman who decided to insert herself in somebody else's business is the true definition of what a hater looks like. Because the woman is homeless and you got the nerve to find her on TikTok, stitch her video, destroy all the efforts that people have took to use to get her out of her situation, and still hating on her. Whatever that woman got on you, ma'am, it must be good. She must have beat the shit out of you. She must have stole your man right in the middle of the night. She must she must have did something to you, because if you praying on her downfall and she already at the bottom, she must have really got one over on you, and you ain't gonna let that go, I see. So you done dragged your raggedy self all the way over to TikTok to hate on somebody for no apparent reason. So that's what we were talking about. For anybody who joined in, I'm sure there's lots of people who love GLOJAY. I'm not a big fan of people telling other people what to do with their money. I'm really not a fan of individuals poverty shaming people as to what they think on their level that they should be doing within their eyes in order to be able to get this money. She's not a monkey, and you're not going to make her dance for a banana. Period. There's no ethical nothing that he could ever state as to why he didn't give that woman her money. She's not a monkey, and she doesn't have to perform a circus act for you to give her what belongs to her. Because you're nobody to be telling somebody what they need to be doing in their life for you to give them what belongs to them. It's like trying to borrow your shit back from your friend. Like, how I got to borrow it back? It's mine. I don't got to prove to you why I need my charger. Give me my charger. I don't have to prove to you that I'm going out to the clubs because I need that dress. Give me my dress. Like, I don't have to prove that to you. It's mine. Just give it to me. Even if I wanted to cut up my charger, it shouldn't matter to you what I do with it. You can't tell me, well, be a good steward to this chapstick and I promise I'll give it back to you. No, give it back to me. It's mine. If I want to throw this chapstick into the sun, it goes into the sun. Point blank, period. Okay. So the fact that he thinks that he is this arbiter of good faith, already your true colors are showing. I don't like them. Period. You out here telling people.
More importantly, what about all these people who donated to her? What about all these people that, you know what I mean? They donated their hard-earned money to this GoFundMe with the intentions of helping this lady, and you're hoarding the money, or like she said, he probably spent the money. It's probably gone.
Yeah.
It's wrong. It's completely wrong. And somehow it has to be worse. It can get, if enough people bring in awareness and realize, they're like, oh, wait, so this money didn't go towards this young lady? Oh, no, let me, if enough disputes come through, there has to be some red flag somewhere, and GoFundMe does this or does that. You know what I mean? Like, but I don't think this was my first time hearing about it. So people probably don't even know about it.
Yeah.
They probably don't know that they gave to some boy who's pretending to help people and he's really not.
Yes, exactly. So I'm just not a fan of it. I fingers crossed that she DMs me and I hear back from her, and I'm just going to sit down. Obviously, I'm going to interview her privately. If anybody's new here to Nosy Bystanders, we do not interview people on camera. We're not messy. We're just nosy. So if she allows me to, I would love to interview her, get her side of the story, get all of those receipts from her, and then do my best. Y'all know I always reach out to the other side. I don't give a fuck what they got to say. I just simply want to hear if they're going to say something. So I'll reach out to GLOJAY. If you don't want to say nothing, he ain't got to. And I want to be able to produce the story, use this platform, the Nosy Bystanders, produce a story on her behalf and see if we can get people to get him to give this woman her fucking money, because this is a little ridiculous to me. We're living in the middle of high inflation, a recession, and a government that has absolutely no idea what they're doing, a mother living in a motel with access to money. And I'm pretty sure that she would be able to get government assistance faster than he's turning over the money that belongs to her. So we just won't be having that. Not in the I should be charging my phone. I've been holding this charger. Not in the least bit, honey. Not in the least bit. So even if we don't hear from him and she doesn't get the money, at least people know not to let him anywhere near their story. That's it. I mean, that's the best we can do over here. Nosy Bystander co-hosts, any thoughts?
Imagine this little boy thinking he the shepherd at a charity fund, and he want to tell this lady what she's supposed to do with her
take
money
the wheel
and her kids.
Jesus, take the wheel.
Like, what is wrong with him?
Jesus,
no,
take
exactly.
the wheel.
And if you see the DM that he said to her,
that was gross.
About, oh my God, he says, oh, until you decide or until you buy my standard or whatever the hell he said. Like, who the fuck are you, dude? Like, where do you work?
Why you got all these? Yeah, the crazy thing is, not for nothing, but when he first said, oh, it's going to take a couple of days for them to send me the money, then I'll give it to you. You're just stringing her along. You're just using the cash like soap on a rope, like just trying to just say, oh, it's coming your way, and now all of a sudden, here you go with this. Oh well, here's $3,500. Well, fuck, let's just have the 17,000.
Man, I'd have beat the brakes off that nigga. I ain't even gonna lie to you. I ain't even gonna hold y'all. I'd have beat the brakes off of him. Talking about some, here's $3,500. Man, nigga, if you don't give me my money and stop playing with me, for real, he better. And he only did.
Involved in this.
Listen, he only did it because she's in a terrible state, right? He would have never gotten away with that if she had a husband or a brother or family near and around her. I promise you, he's only doing that because he can. Because ain't no way. I think of that sound. Ain't no way.
You got kids involved in this. Then you're gonna do this thing with hugging the little girl, like yours is some altruistic Santa Claus coming to Santa Claus Savior coming to help her out, and they're just trying to fill your own pockets, because that's the vibe everybody's getting. You're just there to fill your own pockets.
So he worth over $5 million. I heard that someone said that he's worth $5 million. Man.
He's not worth no $5 million.
It don't even matter if he is. It don't matter if he is or not. Come on. What are you doing? Give the woman her money. He has no reason why not to give it to her. Oh, she won't find a job. Who cares? It's her money. She don't want to find a job. She didn't have to.
She got 4 kids she's trying to take care of. How's she going to get a job right now?
It doesn't even matter if she did. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Got kids to take care of. She can't get a job without paying somebody to watch the kids. She can't get a job without like some type of stable place to live.
But here's the thing, though. Here's the thing. It doesn't matter. None of that matters. He could literally say, I heard you were going to spend this money on Bitcoin. I just don't think that's the best bet for you. It doesn't matter if she was going to spend it on methamphetamine. It doesn't matter. Ethically, he has to turn it over to her. It's not his at all. He doesn't get to decide where it goes. It's a transactional relationship. I met you. I'm going to use your story to boost my platform. In turn, right? That's that key word. In turn, we're going to start you a GoFundMe, and the money that you raise for it, you keep. It's transactional. He's turning this whole thing into an entire relationship. It's not a relationship. You're not fucking her. There's nothing. You're not her son. You're not her child. You're not her father. You're not her uncle. You're not her financial advisor. You're nothing. You got what you got. You got the views. Give her the money. It's a transactional relationship. I don't understand how anybody supports this man and can't see that it's a transactional relationship. She gave you what you were supposed to get. Now give her the money. What's the hold up?
I don't even think he got permission from her to do it, because she said in one of her videos that she could have done it on her own. I don't even think he asked her. I think he just did it and then was supposedly going to surprise her, but then got greedy and decided to keep it. Because in the video that I saw, it said she was saying that he didn't even let her know. She found out about it.
Yeah,
but that other lady
according to the auntie, you guys, he stated that he didn't expect to raise $20,000. Now hear me out. I agree with that. I think that was a misnomer, because if you look at a lot of his campaigns, a lot of them are just under $10,000, right? Just enough for like that person to buy a car, or it's usually, I've seen a few of his campaigns. So it's usually like just enough for this person to get this, just enough for this person to get that, but never anything like too crazy. Now, I think that this campaign didn't have a sort of specific limit, because like, what does it cost to get on your feet? And I think when it raised $20,000, he was like, oh, well, then he was coming up with every excuse in his head why he couldn't give it to her. He was coming up with every excuse in his head to give it to her. It's funny because I'm pretty sure there's tons of people who come out and say, oh, this person's scamming this, and this, which he probably doesn't care about. But all of a sudden now you totally care about if this woman has a home or not. But you spent a couple of days with her shooting that content. You didn't see her go into a house? Or what? You really believe that she had a home? Oh, now the excuse is she won't find a job. Because you know she's homeless. Man, get out of here with that. Get that woman her money. Stop playing with her. We're going to investigate because I got questions, dear sir, dear Mr. GLOJAY or whatever kind of fucking whatever your name is, Mr. Keith. I got questions. Okay. I got questions. Peanut gallery.
My whole thing is,
Yeah.
how do he think, like, you out here supposedly like doing good things, right? Because you are a good person. How do you turn around and see this golden nugget of $20,000, right? And you decide to keep it from this lady that you know, let's say she ain't homeless. Let's say she just broke.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? And down on her luck. The people gave you the money for her, not for you.
Yeah.
You can't use somebody that feels a way about her and say, well, you know what? I'm not going to give you this because I'm the steward of this money. No, that's not the way it works. And it's so foul. It makes you really a bad person. And for people to still like gravitate towards him, like this is normal and this is okay. These are the type of people that see homeless people on the street, and instead of assisting them when they have extra money or food or whatever, they look at them and they think of all the reasons why they shouldn't. You know, like, it's sad and it makes me want to help people, but I'm not in a good situation. I know how to deal with computers. If anybody got a day going nonprofit and they need somebody to help them find grants, I will help you. And just give the people the money. Like, it's not hard.
Yeah,
Stephanie, this shit. Why do you always seem to find these sad ass stories with these people? Why can't we just laugh?
I know, but hear me out, Bonsai. Like, these people come to me, like, the larger your platform gets, people do reach out to you for help. And so I just feel like I should help, and then some stories I just see randomly because I always tell people I'm a content user. I'm really not much of a content creator. So the stories are just handpicked because I'm just nosy as fuck. I'd be like, what's going on? When I saw my mutual stitching Sharita's video, that's when I was like, that's interesting. What is this about? And that's how I got wind of it. I actually got wind of her story last week. So I know I should be talking about more upbeat, happy stories, but you guys.
No, because this is some dirt that we need to help. We need to help somebody between the baby snatchers and the money grabbers. Let's expose all the bad people.
Yeah.
Because I agree. And I didn't say that for you not to do on this crusade.
Like, you're sitting up here and like, I love the chorus story. Like, and all the stories that you have, these are just like these are some situations where you're just so far outside of your control and somebody's actively taking advantage of you.
Yeah.
Women most likely coming across the border to try to, or somebody falling on the hard times when they have children. Next thing you know, they go to the Potter's house. And the Potter's house is just designed to like see how desperate you are and how many connections you don't have, so they can snatch your kid up and say that you're unfit.
Yeah, yeah.
And that's been going on apparently for years and they know that you don't have the money to do anything, and that's the power. It's a power trip.
Yeah.
So this guy knows that she probably doesn't have the means to do anything. So for him, it's a mini power trip because he's got a little following.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
I think he was skimming off all the other GoFundMes. That's the other question.
It's just
was he taking money from other people? That's what I want to know.
Yeah, I don't know.
Is she the first person he taking money from, or did he take money from the other people too? And he didn't take a lot, so they didn't mind because they didn't have, so they were just happy to get something. Like, it's no way it started with this $20,000 with this lady.
No, he's got.
Yeah, of course. I feel like he probably has, but I think something else must have happened between him and her for him to withhold the amount. For one, I think it's just like Seth said, he didn't expect to raise that amount in such a short period of time. And I think something must have happened because you remember in the first video, she was like, I don't even think she was a social media person because remember she was trying to which we all know it was probably staged, but I don't even think she knew about Cash App I could be wrong, but that was just what I took from it. But I feel like there's so many people that take advantage of people. I literally saw someone the other day. She went live. She was crying. She was upset about something. And there were people literally on her live telling her to call CPS on herself because she was crying about not having daycare for her son. And they were telling her to call CPS on herself so she could get this and so she could get that. And people are so vulnerable and they're looking and reaching out for help, but reaching out in the wrong ways sometimes. and creating worse situations for themselves. Like, who tells someone that? I mean, I don't know the ins and outs because it's been years since I've ever had to deal with that. But like, I would tell someone to call 211 before I tell them to call CPS on them. This lady, and then she went live, and they're like now in the process of trying to take her child because her house was dirty and they're trying to say she was unfit. And then she left live videos up and she was doing illegal things. And I'm just like, people are so desperate. And just like Steph said, there's so much going on right now. Inflation and having everything so high, and people are at the end of their rope. And because mental health, and they don't have anybody to talk to, so they turn to social media. And then now you're listening to strangers. And this is what happens to you. You know what I mean? And I really feel like something must have went wrong in whatever transactional relationship that they had. And he was like, oh, you know what? She don't got nobody. So let me just do what I can do. And then all of a sudden look at GoFundMe. Oh, wow. It's 17. Oh, it's 20,000. Oh, I'm not giving her shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because you want to be greedy. But how dare you? How dare you use this lady and her children so you can gain?
Yeah. So for anybody who just came in, let me explain to you what happened. Also, too, we're in short shorts and they're just riding up. Okay, so let me just make a quick point. What's her name? Someone in the comments said they needed my help. Shanny Poo. I don't know if you're still in the comment section, but just follow me back here and DM me and tell me what's going on. But for anybody who just came into this live, we're talking about a content creator by the name of GLOJAYS who helped I'm gonna use that term really loosely, okay? Very loosely. He helped a homeless woman raise over $20,000, but only gave her $3,500 because she wasn't moving at the liking that he liked, and so he refused to release the rest of the money to her. So we're just discussing that. So you haven't missed.
The crazy thing is now, for those people who, if you haven't seen her video, the sound has been taken off. So the only way you can listen to her video is to save the video to your phone or computer, and then watch it from there, because they took the sound away. But that's like a little backdoor way of getting to listen to somebody's video. That's where the sound's been taken off. You have to save it.
Yeah.
So you save the video to your system, whatever you use in your phone or your computer, and then you can hear the entire from the beginning to the end. And she's got screenshots of every conversation, every conversation she's had with him through text message. She has a screenshot of it all, and she's posted all. So it's not like, so you can't say she's lying. Like, so for people, I know I tossed out a couple comments saying, well, what if somebody paid her to do this? Like,
who would pay a homeless person to do that?
Really? I just sometimes people, Lord have mercy.
So I'm just trying to read through some of the comments. Just Looking says, did she have proof that this actually happened? Did she have proof? Yeah, he stated it to her. She asked him for the money and he stated to her, let me pull him up, you guys. So give me 2 seconds. I'm going to pull up the text conversation between him and herself, and then I'll read it to you. And yes, honey, she has proof. I believe her name is
Y'all, am I the only person that when they see the homeless man on the street by the liquor store saying, I need $1 for beer, or I need $5 to get high, that you give them? I give those type of people money. I like honest.
Yeah, they're honest.
So
let me.
I'm just, and maybe it's the hardened thing in me. Like I work in New York and I live in Philly, and I walk past some of the same homeless people over and over again. And I hate to say it, but no, I'm not gonna. I'll buy you dinner. You want something to eat? I'll get you a cup of coffee. And on Thanksgiving, when I'm coming back home and there's leftover Thanksgiving food, or I'll just buy extra Thanksgiving food, I try to give it to the homeless people at Penn Station in New York. And every single last one of them said, no, you don't have any money? I said, well, don't you want something to eat? No, it's okay. So I'm picking, I'm not throwing cash out to just anybody. Yeah.
Okay, so give me 1 second. Let me read to the audience. Let me read to the audience really quickly the text conversation, because I want to read that. So this is from Sharia Thomas, and this is what it says. It says, this is from GLOJAYS to Sharia. He stated to her, it released. I'm sorry, 1 second. Now, mind you, the grammar's not good, so I'm going to read it to you how it says. He said to her, "It released the day I pulled up on you with $3,000. He's talking about the GoFundMe, the day the money was released. He said, "It all goes into my nonprofit account." Now, again, he doesn't have a 501c3. Okay, I just want you guys to be abundantly clear. He doesn't have a 501c3. He has a business account, if I had to guess, labeled nonprofit. That's about the extent of what he has. He says that I would never pull up and give you every dollar at one time. He said, I will never pull up and give you every dollar at one time. What's up, Loretta? One, who the fuck are you to tell somebody what you gonna do with their money? Two, he states, I would never. Who cares what you would never do? It's a transactional relationship. She has given you her half of the transaction, which happens to be content. And you, my friend, Mr. GLOJAY, have not paid your half of the transaction. You are not in a relationship with this woman. You don't know her from Adam. The relationship is transactional. She has given you her portion of the transaction. She is giving you the content. So why are you not paying her for this transaction? I'm confused. So then he goes on and says, I just gave you $3,500 in the last 2 weeks. Like, how dare you ask me for your money? I gave you a portion of it. Then he says, I don't see what persuaded you to hit me up as if it's owed to you. That part about took me out. He said, I don't know what persuaded you to hit me up as if it's owed to you. I'm trying not to get banned, y'all. That's why I'm trying to watch my words very, very clearly. I'm trying not to get banned and I'm trying not to get demonetized on YouTube. Child, the audacity. I'm trying not to get banned. Also, I know my mama watching, so I ain't trying to swear. Then he said, if I want to do more, I can. If I want to do more, I can. And basically, if I don't want to do more, I won't. This man is something else. This man is something else. I'm trying not to read him for filth right now. I'm trying to compose myself. He then says, when I see you making an effort to do better or get a job, when I see you making an effort to do better or get a job. Then he says, I'm not going to give you continuous money if I see you just sitting in the same spot. People are telling me you don't even want to work. So if that's the case, the money will go to someone that truly wants to change their situation. This is not that. Look, I gotta call somebody just called me about something important. So I'm gonna just end this right here. Okay. And thank you to Sassy, Bonsai, and Shauna for being our co-host this evening. And Pia, thank you. Pia, P-A-I, Pia, Pi. Thank you, Pi. Let me just say this right here. This is to Mr. GLOJAY. I don't know who dropped you on your head as a baby. Okay. I don't know who dropped you on your head as a baby. I don't know who you've come across in your life who've given you the position to think that you are the steward of other people's money. But you better come correct. You better produce, and literally in the next week, a 501c3 application or a 501c3 EIN number, or it's a wrap. What you're not going to do is steal money from the homeless and then poverty shame them out of why you can't give them their money. If you don't have a basic understanding of transactions, you need to go to school immediately. What you have engaged with this woman was a contract. So pay her money. And if she decided to sit in the same spot with $17,000 in her pocket, she can fucking do it. You are not the steward of what she decides to do with the money that people have given her. So GLOJAY or wherever the fuck it is you call yourself, produce us that 501c3, the transactions of that $17,000, or be the last fucking time that you fundraise for somebody. Take their money and get away with it. You got me fucked up. And you got a whole lot of other people fucked up. And if you don't think we ain't gonna be on your ass, you got another fucking thing coming. All right, y'all, I'm out. Let me go make this phone call. I'll talk to y'all later. 5:00 Pacific for the Nosy Bystanders live. Okay, I'll see you guys later. Bye. Bye, you guys. YouTube always the latest. Bye, y'all.